So I had these Ikea chairs which were in dire need of a makeover because, as you can see, they did not stand the test of time. Anyway, I got out my sander and I sanded the handles to make them smooth because they were really rough from all the sun exposure. This just helped me get rid of any imperfections. These chairs are 5 years old, so I guess they needed that little bit of love. The next part is to cover any parts that you don't want paint on with paper or something else so that it just stays nice and protected. Always remember to spray in a well ventilated area, possibly outdoors, and put on a mask as well because the fumes are just toxic. I always try to keep my can at least 10 centimeters away from the furniture, and I always try to do light even coats. This way I don't get too many drips and it's much more easier to go over and paint the furniture. Now comes the hard part where I have to sew on the fabric. Yep, so to cover the chairs I bought this fabric. It is an outdoor canvas fabric, so I'm hoping that it stands the test of time. And then what I did was I folded it lengthwise. This is 2.5 meters fabric. In hindsight, I should have gotten just a little bit more, but it worked out for me. My plan was to sew the sides, and then I also doubled it over so that I can have two equal pieces. So it's folded in half lengthwise, and then I will cut it with around 10 centimeters at the bottom and make sure that I have two equal pieces. And after I did that, this is what the two pieces look like. They are folded again in half lengthwise. One of the sides is like a little bit around 6 to 8 centimeters, I think, longer than the edge, and at the top I have left 1 to 2 centimeters just to allow for sewing the top part. Now that I have cut my fabric, I'm just going to sew the ends. All it needed was just some straight sewing, so I'm just going to sew the edge. One of the edges is folded over. All I needed to do was sew the top and the side. I've left the bottom open for now. Now for the top, just a little tip: make a diagonal line and sew over it. This makes sure that your corners don't stick up when you put the cover on the chair. Now for the bottom part, I left it open. I am going to hem the ends. So one part I will keep it shorter than the other part, and for the other part I'll just hem the edge slightly. Again, if your fabric is longer, you can leave more space over here. This is all I had, but it works out, I promise. Now I have put the cover on the chair just to check the fit, and I wanted to see where I can put the velcro on. I've hemmed the fabric. Now when I fold it over, I'll just see that this is the part where it reaches, and this is the part where I'll put on the velcro. This is the one that I am using, hook and loop fastener, I guess, and this is where I'll sew on the velcro. And that is all I needed to do. Just like that, I have totally and completely transformed the look of the chairs, and it's funny what a coat of spray paint and some new fabric can do.